Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome in. NYMD Podcast. Kevin Hart, Brian Sherrard.
Yeah.
Weekend. Let's go. I feel like we should have been DJs sometimes. You know what I'm saying? All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thanks for having Brian, Kevin here at the party. 2 DJs, NYMD DJs set. He's spinning all the hot stuff from Baltimore. I'm spinning all the hot stuff from New York. Next, we got house music coming up. We got some local Cisco. We got Drew Hill set coming up. Do. You want to dance? You be over there spinning. I got this feeling. I can turn it loose. Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in today for the podcast.
Hold on, real quick though. Speaking of DJ and music, did you ever make like mixtapes back in the day?
Did I make them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. You tried to I mean, everybody. Well, yeah, basically everybody did. Yes.
Yeah, man.
And you made yours, right?
Yeah, man. I used to make my mixtape show. I used to have like my little. I used to have my my fast songs, but I also had my slow jams, yo. I used to have my slow jam mixtapes too, man. Yo, that joint was fun, man. My joints was no joke.
Yeah, I wasn't really an R&B dude. I was more hip hop anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was like as I got a little bit older, I was Jodeci, kind of Jodeci, but I wasn't like I hated like H-Town and people just I don't know. Was it Color Me Bad or just? I was not. That's just not.
What about Boyz II Men? Come on, man.
I mean, the thing about Boyz II Men is that they created classics.
Yes.
So you can't sit here and I can't poo-poo on them. But was I sitting there like Motown Philly? No, because they had Philly in it, so I wasn't really gonna separate Motown Philly. But when you come to the end of the road and you can't let go, man, that's all everybody like. And Mama, I mean, come on, Mama, you know I love you. I mean, come on, One Sweet Day.
One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey. Oh,
I mean, you can't that in Let It Snow.
Oh yeah, Let It
Snow. And then hold on, wait, I got to. Because Warren Hill always has to have his hand.
Heck yeah.
All the time, like, dude.
Now,
like, dude, put the head down, dude.
Oh, yo, that's exactly how I used to do it, though, man.
Dancing hands, singing. Just calm down.
But I was a big Boyz II Men fan, yo. But Let It Snow is not one of my faves from them.
Oh, really? I mean, was it like their favorite Christmas song, or?
No, I wasn't. I didn't really like the Christmas album too much. And Let It Snow, I just wasn't a big fan of the song. But I love Boyz II Men, man.
Yeah. I mean, but they had classes, but that wasn't something I was listening to over and over again.
No.
Back in the day, they played it all the time. So
I mean, End of the Road played for like 52
dude,
straight weeks. It was like it seems like
it was like as bad as when 92Q played 1999 all day when it turned 1999. It's just like so all day we're gonna listen to just one Prince song all day, 24 hours.
Hey.
I mean, some of the royalties he probably got for that one day from a bunch of channels, but you gave everybody the day off.
Yes.
All right, everybody, we're taking requests. So coming up next, Prince, 1999. 3 hours later. All right, everybody, we're getting in all your sending in our emails, whatever they had. I don't even know, whatever's in 1999. And no text messages. So, we're sending all your emails or call-ins. And here we go. We got Prince, 1999. All day. I was like, all day? Yep. All day. So,
all day.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody tuning in. NYMD Podcast. Obviously, we're a little crazy. We're here. Of course, you can follow us. We're at StreamYard and on YouTube. You can subscribe NYMD Podcast. And you also can follow us on our social media on Facebook, IG, and the Twitter. And as well, you can follow us and download the audio version on Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NYMD Podcast. All right, man, we have a tune of things to talk about today.
Yeah, but first of all,
where my accent just came from, but it just came from right here. So we need to talk about a lot of things.
All right, but first of all, man, we gotta get this out the way real quick, man. Yeah. How does it feel, son? Happy birthday.
Well, I do not feel like Jordan wearing the 4 or 5. I'll tell you that much.
Man, I wish I had thought of that.
I would have been angry.
Oh, dude.
Angry, and the show would have been jeopardized.
Because I was trying to think of a picture I could do with that, and I was like,
no, I'm glad.
That would have been so perfect.
That would have been, that would have probably stopped the show, honestly.
Yeah.
Or I would have been on a rant because I just can't, I can't stand it. But yeah, no, listen, I'll put it like this. I will be the best 45 there was. I'll put it like that. That's just
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's okay. Listen, it's another year, but I'd rather keep going and collecting numbers than stopping. So exactly. I'm just grateful. I have, my family and everything. So, and I have my friends. And so I'm just, like I said, I'm happy to be here. Yeah. So I'm happy to be here. So, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. So,
no problem.
All right, enough of that.
All right.
Enough of that. All right. Let me see. We have a ton of things. I know we got NBA Finals, Home Run Derby. We got Tampa Bay, some soccer, some Wimbledon, a little bit of NFL news, and a spelling bee. By the way, that's something that we're not going to do on the show. Because I could not spell Mariah or Maria at all. I would have failed. As good as I am with some words, I can't. I'm not. Again, I get angry with certain things that I don't understand, like process and process.
well, let's just start there. Okay, since you mentioned it, let's just start.
Oh yeah, dude, you text me about it because you were excited. So we have.
Dude, I am so excited. Okay, and this is the question I posed to you, but I'm going to answer it. Well, no, you could answer it too.
Well, I like it. I'm going to pose you a question. I'm going to answer it.
Is the National Spelling Bee a sport?
Yes,
absolutely, dude. Well, first of all, let me tell you.
Listen, it's pickleball, handball, pickleball, the frisbee golf, all these things that are televised every year. The National Spelling Bee is a sport.
Yes. And dude, let me tell you something, okay? This was the best sport I've watched all week. And yes, I'm calling it a sport. And I'll tell you why in a second. First of all, the only reason why I watched this, first of all, I didn't even know the spelling bee was going on here, right? The only reason why I watched it, because I think the Orioles got rained out or whatever. And I was flipping through channels. I was like, oh, the spelling bee's on. And it just happened to be the finals. And I watched the entire finals or whatever. And it had me, and I'm not lying, it had me on the edge of my seat. And it wasn't just me. I started watching it, then the kids started watching it, Les started watching it. We all just sat down and watched it till its completion. It was captivating, man. First of all, this is a sport. First of all, you got coaches. They're showing clips of they go to the kids, but they show clips of the coaches there, like I told you, they had instant replay hurt. I didn't even know they had instant replay. Not only did they have instant replay,
they had to just added that, but that was pretty cool.
They had video reviews, son. They had to go to the video review to make sure this dude spelled a word right. He said a word when he spelled the word, he said I instead of Y, and they had to go to the video to see if he said I or Y. And they gave it to him at first, but when they went to video hurt, they had to take the word. They had to take the word.
To a challenge flag.
yeah, exactly. But hurt. I'm serious, dude. I was really on the edge of my seat because it's like, are they going to get the word right? Are they going to get the word right? And if you heard that bell, it wasn't good news, man.
Yep.
They got it wrong. But
So you've never watched a spelling bee before this?
no, I may have seen like clips, but to actually sit down and watch it, and I
Yeah.
want to give Zaida Avant-Garde props because she was not only. It was like she was playing like she knew she was going to win, like she knew she had it. She even the last word, she was asking the meaning, but she did it. She did it in a way like she knew what the answer was because the championship word, as they call it, Maria, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, and you can ask them questions like, what's the
Origin?
The origin? What's the definition? What's the pronunciation? And she said something like,
"Is it pronunciation or pronunciation?" See what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So the word was Maria, and she was like, you knew she knew it because the question she was asked like, is the origin of this word of like an American comedian or actor, something like that. I was like,
I saw that clip, and that was hilarious.
Dude, I was like, this is crazy. But she was awesome. Those kids, man, were no joke.
They're always great. Because I watch everything.
Yeah.
Sports or competitive wise, I always watch the spelling bee. Always. And it's funny, this one past year, because they usually advertise it.
Okay.
A bit more. I did not know it was on. But I always usually watch the spelling bee because I'm so flabbergasted by these kids sitting there and breaking down words and is it of a Latin origin? And that guy who's the same guy who's been doing the spelling bee forever.
Oh, okay.
The same guy reading the words. So it'll be like, like I said, Maria, to sit alone in a something, whatever it meant. He would say it, Maria. What's the origin? It is of Latin with Greek accents or something crazy. Like, what? And they were like, Maria. Murraya or something. And then no ding, and that means you got it right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but speaking of Avant-Garde, she, first of all, the first African American to win this competition in its history. So 96 years.
Wow.
The first one. So props to her. Props to her for holding 3 Guinness Book world records in dribbling.
Oh, yeah, they were showing that. Amazing.
Dude, first of all, what? She's dribbling on a unicycle.
Yes.
She's dribbling blindfolded. And she's dribbling 5 basketballs at one time.
Yeah, and at one point she was dribbling and juggling at the same time.
Yes, which again, I can't do either by themselves. So to do both at the same time. So just props to her. I know she said she wanted to go to Harvard.
Oh, okay.
For her basketball career. I say UConn's there too. So I mean, you would be fit perfectly at UConn. I just saw LSU president offer her a full scholarship. You don't need to go to the Bayou Bengals. You need to go up north. You need to go to UConn. So, but yeah, it was wherever. But she can write her ticket to wherever she wants to go.
Oh yeah, man.
Talented young lady, and that's awesome.
Yeah, man. I was just, man, I was blown away, man. Like, do you have the same feeling, I was feeling, when you normally watch this? I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, because it's especially when it comes down and the kids, they break it down. Like, they break down the root, the origin, whatever it's related to, read it in a sentence. And they only get so many times to keep asking. Like, you have to, because you have a time and to try to spell the word. But it's like, you're just sitting there like, M. I was like, come on, U. Okay, E. Okay, I'm like, O. Okay. Oh, it was a U, not an I. Oh, So it's cool, man. It is very edge of your seat stuff. But I enjoy it. It's just watching smart people do things.
Yeah.
I give my hats off to them.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of watching a hot dog eating contest. It's right there.
Oh, yeah. It's like that one. You feel like you lose a couple brain cells. This one, you feel smarter after watching.
Yeah, that's why I watch Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch Jeopardy just so I can get like one category.
I wish you would watch The Chase though, man. Good Lord,
I did. I have watched it. I'm still.
You don't like it? You don't like it?
Eh.
Oh, okay. I love it.
Because you told me to watch it. I recorded it once and I watched it, and I'm like, it's still. I guess just the way that it's kind of. I don't know. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I have watched this thing my wife got me into,
What's
which
that?
is called the God. Oh, it's this the Hustler.
Oh, you watched The Hustler?
Yeah, she watched it once. I sat there and watched it one time, and I was like, at first I was like, God, this is boring. But then there was this. Then there was the one where this lady, she had like a ton of tattoos or whatever. They figured her out and they won like 90 something.
Yeah.
And the last one, no one had any idea. It was like, but her,
it got me, man. I had no idea it was her.
Honestly, I thought it was the guy. But the last one I saw, why am I doing this? I'm blinding people. So the last one I saw, it was like she, swam with pigs. Two, she rode horses. Oh, she like kicked for a king. I'm like, who is this person? James Bond?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like so many different things, man. Yeah. I was like, I could have been her, but the first one too, I saw when they're like, oh, she brushes her teeth, 13 times a day. That one that did, she's the only one that had white teeth.
Yeah,
she
had the whitest teeth on there.
I was like, that gave her away for me.
Yeah.
But this one, I had no idea, none, and she kept giving the wrong answers.
Yeah. Yeah,
like she won less money because she kept giving the wrong answers.
Yeah, because they were on her, they were sniffing her out. So yeah, she was trying to throw them off. But yeah, so those are my two game shows I watch every week. Okay. Hustler. Those are that's like the shows we watch together with the family and stuff. So
and Hustler's good.
Yeah. Oh, and also one more before we go, Lego Masters. I love Lego Masters. That's the other game. Well, reality competition show that I watch. So all right.
All right, let's get to let's start. Oh, we did spelling bee.
Yes. Oh, can I ask you another question?
Of course.
Explain this to me because I saw this headline, and maybe you can shed some light on this. And I'm not. No offense to Nigeria.
Yes, because I am Nigerian.
Okay. No offense.
Ancestry DNA.
But how did the Nigerian national team beat the U.S. team? Like, seriously, I'm not. No.
It's a scrimmage.
Oh, it was a scrimmage.
Yeah, it wasn't a real game.
Okay.
It was a scrimmage. It was a tune-up because they're going to Japan soon because the Olympics are the 23rd.
That's right. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got to talk about the Olympics.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so they're going there soon, so they have to have some warm-up. So they play Team Nigeria, who does have a couple of NBA players on there.
Okay.
Now, they've been together in camp a lot longer than Team USA. The issue is, even with KD and whoever else is on the team, they haven't played together. And yes, Team USA is the most talented team of any team that's out there. But when you haven't played together, you're not going to perform correctly. And that's exactly what happened. So, because Bradley Beal doesn't know how to play with KD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, but everybody just thinks, oh, talent win. And that doesn't always, and again, this was an exhibition. I know we haven't lost to Nigeria. Last time we played them like 5 years ago, we won by like 43 points. But if we had like a month of training camp together, that wouldn't have been close.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, we've had what? Oh, they just named the team like a week ago.
I'm just curious, and I should have looked this up, but I'm just curious who's on the Nigerian team because when I saw it, I was like, wow.
Yeah, well, a bunch of people we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not anybody really, really big, but they do have roles in the NBA.
Okay.
And some G Leaguers and stuff. So.
Okay. All right, man. Where you want to go to next, man?
Well, speaking of Olympics real quick, we're going to get to the NBA Finals, which is tonight, Game 3. But my question to you is, how do you feel about the Olympics not having any spectators?
It's going to change. It's going to change the feel of the Olympics. But my opinion is this: if it's going to take this to get the Olympics done, just do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these athletes have worked so hard to get to this point. They couldn't do it last year. I don't want to put this thing off, man. I don't want to put it off. They've trained. They've worked their butts off. Let's get this thing going. You know, that's how I feel. I don't want to put this thing off. And if we can go on with if we can go forward with the Olympics, even if there's no fans, so be it, man. So be it.
Yeah, my whole thing is if your situation is that this isn't in control, you shouldn't even have had the Olympics. It should have been moved. It should have been put someplace else. It shouldn't be there.
Well, you can't put it anywhere.
They should have had this long time. I mean, literally like a month or two before, it was like, oh, we may have limited capacity. We may have this or that. Now it's like, oh, it's underneath the COVID emergency. There's no fan. That's not the Olympics for me. The Olympics is it's the Olympics, not just like it's different to me than NBA being behind a closed door. And I'm not saying we need to hold it off. I'm not.
How's it different? Different in what way?
It's the Olympics. Like I can't even. It's the Olympics. It's almost like if they played the World Cup with no fans. It's not the World Cup. It's called the world. The world's supposed to be there, and no one's there, except for the athletes. You get what I'm saying? It's just not the same feel of. All you're gonna see is you look in the crowd like, oh, do they have support? You hear, yeah, let's go, Jennifer, let's go, and USA flags, and or England flags or Nigerian flag, whoever. All your people that root for you in whatever event. There's nothing.
You know what? You bring up a good point here. You do. I can't really argue with you. My only question is, so what do you do? Do you just say wait till 2024 or try it next year? Because
no, they should have moved it from Japan.
But okay, but they've spent millions and millions of dollars preparing for this event.
Well, not enough to stop the rise of COVID, so they didn't put it there. But you can put it in new venue. It's not going to be. It's not like what the opening ceremonies with nobody there. I mean,
that's going. Now, see, that's. That was going to be my next question to you. Do you still have an opening ceremonies? Because to me, opening ceremonies without the fans is pointless. To me, that's more pointless than honestly. To me, that's more pointless than holding the events.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I just have. It's just again. I know they had to postpone them, but if there's going to be no fans there, like today, like we had the finals of Euro 2020 this year, and I can't even imagine that being played without the Italian fans and the English fans there. It's just it's just not. Again, that's not even the World Cup tournament. So just imagine the World Cup where there's nobody there. Your home fans aren't there. You're playing in empty stadiums. Now, I know if you win, it still means something. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's not the same.
All right, so knowing that they can't move it, what do you recommend? Like,
I don't know if they could. I don't know who's in charge. I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's a vote or if you could find a suitable place that is ready and capable of holding the Olympics. I know it's a big monumental thing. So I just have
to go somewhere that's held it before.
Yeah, which is a bunch of places, by the way. It's not like it's one place. I mean, you have every country in Europe, basically. And, you have us. You have Australia. I mean, they're in the same time zone. I mean, I don't know. All I'm saying is it's like if you couldn't move it, fine. But just this version of it, I don't like.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the more you talk about it, I mean, you're right. It's not going to be the Olympics. I just feel like, I mean, do we owe it to the athletes to keep it going? Like, what do you think?
I know. The thing is, you train a lifetime for this. So I don't want this to, and to me, it's more about them than it is. But I don't know what the experience is when you're playing your national anthem. Ain't nobody there.
Yeah, you're breaking up some good points.
It's just, I mean, yes, that gold medal is going to feel good, but your family who's supposed to come with you is not going to be there.
Yeah, you're right.
Or your maybe last Olympics or whatever, or your first Olympics. And there, at least you can Zoom them, I guess, or whatever. It's just not the same to me.
Yeah.
So unless they're going to do what the WWE did and and you have like a dome full of televisions and you have it is, Japan, so they are technological wizards over there. So maybe they could have it where you see people, cheering their countries in the background and have virtual fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they could have that, which that would at least bring something more than nothing. But then they're also probably mostly muted. Then you got to make sure there's no one crazy. You got
and then it's international. So that brings up challenges with it too. Oh man.
Just time differences and all.
Yeah.
Maybe you only have it at certain venues. Like you couldn't have it obviously outdoors. So it's not going to be at the track and field events, but you could maybe have it for swimming or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're right, man. You're right. This is not going to be the same. You know what? The more I might be more on your side on this one. The more I think about it, because it's not like it's a central place either. You got all these events going at the same time in different areas. It's just that sucks. Yeah,
but you can't. The thing is, it's for the athletes. They've trained so hard. I would not want to take this away from them or delay it another year. For them, they deserve it, but it's still, to me, it's the Olympic. It's a worldwide event, and no one's going to be there in person to see it. So
yeah.
But all right, let's move on to something that in-person people are seeing, and that's the NBA Finals. Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks. Suns are up 2-0. They play tonight back in Milwaukee, and of course, Deer Park is there open, as we call it. How do you feel about, or what is your? Do you think the series is over? I should say.
No.
Okay.
And I had the same question for you. Do the Bucks have a chance? No, this series is not going to over. I strongly believe the Bucks are going to win these next 2 games.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think them being home is going to help them a lot. I think honestly, who I think is going to help? I think being home is going to help Middleton. I think he performs better at home. Now I don't have the stats to back that up. I'm just going based on
how bad he's been on right now.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. It seems like when they're at home, he performs better. Him and Drew Holiday have been disappointed, man. It's like they need them to step up, and they're just not stepping up, man. You know what I mean? Like when
they step up sporadically.
Yeah, exactly. But they need to be on their game for the rest of this series, man. Otherwise, they don't have a chance. And Drew Holiday, honestly, I don't think he's played well this entire playoffs, man. Like at least I could think of games where Middleton has stepped up. Like the one game he just kept knocking down threes, man. And even in the first series when he hit the game-winning shot, I think game 1 against I forgot what they were playing in the first round. So there are moments that I remember of him actually stepping up. Drew Holiday, he's been a disappointment to me. And in order for the Bucks to go anywhere, they need Giannis, but and Giannis has done well, especially from all the type of.
I think 47 last game.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, but one of them needs to hold up their end of this team, man, and they're not doing it right now.
Yeah, 42. I'm sorry, he had 42 last game, and this is the issue right here. Let me go to this. So points scored for that team: 42 for Antetokounmpo. Mm-hmm. Holiday had 17. Middleton had 11. He can't have 11.
Yeah, that's
5 for 16 shooting. You can't have that. And the thing that the Suns did that the Hawks couldn't do is they made Brook Lopez irrelevant.
Yeah,
that dude had 8 points. That dude was everywhere last game against the Hawks. And now they just negated him totally in these first 2 games. So maybe playing at home might help him as well. But they need to get more. They definitely need to get more from Holiday. But to me, Middleton is the key guy. He's supposed to be the second best player. I think Holiday played well against Atlanta. But again, it was still up and down. They've both been – it's almost like they've both kind of been
Yeah.
In the same games, they're there, they're not.
Yeah. So how do you see this one going? Like I said, I think it's going to go 6. I think it's either going either 6 or 7. I do think the Bucks are going to win these next 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Bucks are going to take one out of these 2.
Okay.
I think they might take the one tonight because they need to. They need this game. If it's 3-0, they're not winning 4 in a row.
Nah.
So they need this game. I think they'll win this game, and so Deer Park could go crazy.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. I just want a good series. I think ultimately Phoenix is going to win, but I just want a good series because I like both these teams, man.
Yeah. There's nothing to hate about Phoenix or Milwaukee, in my opinion.
Nah.
All right, what you got next?
Let's go to the. But now let me squeeze this one in, because last week, I was telling you, man, don't forget. I forgot.
Don't forget. I forgot.
Did you watch the match show?
I remember funny thing is, I remember it was on. All I saw was Aaron Rodgers threw a 150-yard pass. Yeah. I guess in between the competition somewhere. I think
he threw a 150-yard pass. Show.
That's what. I'll send you the link. That's what I don't know who measured it.
He must have been throwing that rubber ball.
Where was the match at? It was in like Colorado or Utah or something there.
Oh, okay. No, you sure he wasn't throwing that rubber ball from that State Farm commercial?
It might have been.
Because I don't know how far that ball went. That joy looked like
but put it this way, the dog was like, "Nah, I'm good. I ain't going after that. That's way too far."
Oh man. But
I
totally forgot.
Huh?
I totally forgot. I just think that was a terrible day to have that match show. Because it was other stuff going on. I think it was game 1. I think that was going on. Some other stuff was going on, and I just totally forgot about it.
Yeah, I gotta find it. But no, I think, but didn't Koepka get like a hole-in-one or something? Or
I don't know what happened.
Shambo. I'm sorry, Shambo.
Honestly, I don't know. The only thing I know is that Shambo and Aaron Rodgers won. That's it.
Yeah. I think they started off well, and then they just kept it going. So,
okay.
Well, at least Aaron Rodgers beat Brady in something. I was happy about that.
Yeah. And speaking of Tom Brady, that brings me to my next question, kind of, sort of. And I texted this to you earlier this week.
Yeah.
Because I thought about it after the Lightning won. I was like, yo, is Tampa title town now?
Well, I mean, or is Tampa the Lightning? Are they a dynasty? They won 2 Stanley Cups in a row. Of course, the most prestigious trophy in all the sports, in my opinion. There's nothing like it. And they dominated Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal did at least get in one game up in Montreal.
Yeah, but they lost that on purpose so they could win in Tampa.
They went into extra time. Gotcha. So, at any rate, dude, Tampa's just a better team. And I get a raise. If the Rays won that last World Series, I would so be like, yo, that's it. Now, if this Tampa Bay football team, if they repeat, without question.
Or if the Rays win the World Series.
Yeah, if one of the two win anything, as far as titles go, then yes. They're not there yet, but yes.
They're having a good run. I mean, two hockey championships, 2 Stanley Cup finals, a World Series appearance, and a football championship, NFL championship. Yo, man.
Yeah, they got it going.
Yeah.
They got it going. So, yeah, congrats to them. And if the Raptors were doing well because they were down there because they couldn't go back home.
Oh.
That would have been even better. But, yeah, since they don't have a basketball team. Imagine if the Raptors made the finals or they were in Tampa Bay. That would have been fun. So, but, yeah, but still, hey, congrats to the Lightning. They truly deserved that second title, so kudos to them.
Yep. All right, man. This Monday, tomorrow. That's right. Starts the All-Star break in baseball. Home run derbies tomorrow, man, and it's weird. I don't watch too much of the All-Star game anymore, but I seems like I do watch the All-Star Derby.
The All-Star Derby.
Oh, wait a minute. Dan asked, "What did he throw? A golf ball?"
That was a football.
It was a football. Okay.
Yeah. I'll find a video. I'll send it.
Okay. What was I saying? Where is it? Oh yeah, home run derby's Monday. I mean, my question is just, who you got, man?
Pete Alonso.
Oh, I was not expecting that answer.
You're not expecting me to pick the reigning, defending home run derby champion from the New York Metropolitans?
I guess blood is thicker than water. I thought you were going to say Shote.
No, I honestly don't want him. I don't want him even in this.
I still don't understand why they are letting them do this show.
Listen, I don't know. I get that he's the best player in that franchise. I don't know who else plays there. I love Pete the polar bear. I love Pete, and he's gonna have different color bats during the home run thing. So
that's cool. That's cool.
But I'm not worried about him. Shohei Ohtani is my man's. Okay, I've been loving this dude when he first started. Okay, I've been talking about Shohei Ohtani. Then he was injured and had some whatever. This year he's showing off, like he's Shohei off. Like that's my man's. So I don't want him in this tournament because I don't want him to mess up. The dude already has records for I think Asian hitters for like the first half of the season as far as home runs. I think he beat Hideki Matsui in home runs.
Okay. He has 30 something now.
Yeah, 32. Like he's just, and I think like 7 runs against the Orioles.
Yeah.
So, but it's just he's fun to watch. I just wish he wasn't in it. I'm going to watch it though, of course. But I don't know. I gotta root for Pete, but I say Pete.
Well, you know who I got.
Oh, you gotta go for not 1, not 2, but Trey. I go for Trey Mancini, man. Yeah, like he's that dude. Coming back from cancer, man. I'm rooting for him so hard. If he wins, I'll be ecstatic for him because I'll just the story and everything, man. I'm rooting so hard for that guy.
Yeah, man.
So I wouldn't be not upset at all if he won the home run derby.
Yeah,
it's a home run derby. Why the heck would everybody be upset anyway? But you know,
right. He got the day off today. Brandon Hyde let him rest, even though he did had to come in the 9th inning, and Pitt hit a pinch hit 2-run homer to tie the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. The draft's tonight?
Yeah, it already happened.
Alert. Wait a minute. The Orioles just made a draft pick. The heck? I'm sorry. This is live. Yes, it's live. I didn't realize the draft was tonight. Normally it's not on a Sunday night. That's what's throwing me off. Wait, who they just hold on? I gotta find out who they just drafted.
What pick do y'all have?
We had the 5th pick. Oh, Orioles select Colton Cowser, outfield from Sam Houston State with the number 5 pick in the first round 1 of the draft.
There you go. Okay.
Colton Cowser. Okay. All right. They're spreading their money for later picks.
Oh, that's the draft is live on ESPN.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that it? Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there they go. It's the Orioles one too. That is him. I guess y'all literally just picked.
Wow. Okay.
All right, there you go. He's a lefty. Looks like.
Oh, he's a lefty. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah. More power to him. That's pretty good.
All right, like that. But So I'm rooting for my man Trey. He got the day off. Hit a game tying home run today. I'm like I said, gotta root for him. All right, so it's all good. It's all good.
I'm back.
Computer
gets hot.
You said what?
I said my computer gets hot.
Oh, really? Was the fan come on or something?
No, I just like when I just went and did that for a second, it was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, no, dude, I had no idea it was a draft. I had no clue that I just was mad. To me personally, I was just mad because the Mets lost to the Pirates. I was yeah, I'm like, of all the like we should have taken two. Like we played 4 games and we took 2 and we split the series. Like stuff like that just irks me, but that's another thing. But Shohei had 2 hits today. Did he have any home runs? No, I don't see any home runs. But he had 2 hits today. He's 2 for 4, Shohei Ohtani, because they're playing the Mariners, who, by the way, had no idea 6 games over 500.
Wow.
Yeah, if you ask me, it's like, oh, how the Mariners doing? I was like, probably next to last. No, they are 2 games over 500, and I should be ashamed of myself.
Wow. Well, the Orioles have played over 80 games and don't even have 30 wins, so that's how our season is going.
I mean,
all right.
Hey, but yeah, you got the 5th pick, so you're good now.
Yep. So, any more sports topics, Hurt, before we move on?
Oh yeah, of course. I have to talk about 3 more things.
All right.
First off was soccer this weekend. It was 2 huge finals. The first was in the Copa America, which is a South American tournament. And the final, which is as big as it can get, it was Brazil against Argentina. And Brazil being the overall favorite, they have a team full of talent against Lionel Messi and his Argentine compadres. This will be Lionel Messi's first domestic championship if they would win. He hasn't won anything with Argentina as a professional. And Angel Di Maria scored 22 minutes to give Argentine the victory. And Messi lifted up the Copa America trophy, and he won his first trophy with his home country.
Okay.
So, which is something that people held against him forever. No World Cups, no Copa Americas until yesterday. So Messi won his first trophy, so that was huge. And today, another big game between England and Italy, who were tied 1-1 after extra time. It came down to PKs. And then Italy made the last stop, and they won Europa 2020 on PKs.
So so it was the last. So the PKs they were all lined up until the last round of PKs.
Yep.
Oh, that's a cool way to win. That's a cool way to win it all. Then you know what I'm saying? No,
it's not. I mean, you win if you win either way, but it's hard because my 19-year-old favorite player from Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, was up, and he was the last kicker for England, and he had his thing blocked. So he said Montevideo had pizza and Caesar salad rather than fish and chips. First of all, that's just very mean of you. And I swear last time I checked, from what you told me, you're part English. So why would you honor Italy's win? I mean, that's just wrong. You can't even spell Italy right, first of all. That's number 1. Number 2, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. But yeah, but it was a good tournament. So I just want to talk about that before I talk about Wimbledon. So let's just stay in England. So in Wimbledon, Djokovic was in the final. He's facing an Italian. So at least one Italian team won. Better food. Not going to argue with that. You can't argue with that. One Italian won, but one Italian lost. I think it was Bettarelli went to the finals against Djokovic. Djokovic won, meaning he has now tied Roger Federer and Nadal for 20 major wins. Wow. So that's the all-time record, and they're all tied at 20. Wow. And as we all know, the next one is the U.S. Open, and Djokovic is the favorite. So my question to you: at the U.S. Open, will Novak Djokovic get to number 21?
Yeah, who's going? Yes, who's going to stop him?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Everybody's got to be healthy, but it's tough.
Wow.
It's tough, so it's not going.
I didn't even. I know you had mentioned that he was about to tie. Was it last week or a couple weeks ago? I didn't even realize it, man. Like I didn't realize he had that many Grand Slams. Man, he's close to becoming the greatest ever. Yo, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, well, dude, he's tied at 20. So, but he's also had the most diversified almost portfolio, so to speak, when it comes to that. Because you got to think Nadal's 20 has like, I don't know, 900 French wins. What's his name? What's his name? Federer has like 1 French. So, because he's always losing to Nadal.
Yeah, Nadal is
the only guy that's beaten Nadal and actually has more than like 1 French win. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
So yeah, little eclipse there. So yeah, it's we have a front door, but anyway. It's just one of those things, and I was kind of Djokovic. You know how big of a Djokovic fan I was. But when he came out as being like one of these anti-vaxxing people, I was like, I don't know anymore. It's still good to see good tennis, but I have a feeling that he's gonna get 21, and then if he gets 21, I think he's gonna have the Grand Slam. So he won the Australian, he won the French, and he won Wimbledon, I believe. Wow. I think he won the French Open. Yeah, because I think he beat Nadal. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Yep, he won French. So you can have all 4 in a calendar year, which hasn't happened since like Rob Laver. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's exciting. So I'm happy about that. So we can get into one more thing: football, NFL. So something came across the wire today that I didn't expect, or maybe I didn't want to see. Supposedly, I saw that the Washington football team has picked a new nickname.
Oh, really?
Supposedly, and it will be released in 2022 at some time.
Do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
Oh, they haven't said. Okay, they haven't.
No. They haven't. They're saying they're going to release the name in 2022.
Oh, they're going to release it. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But that's what I read somewhere. I haven't gotten that confirmed. I haven't seen where that is. I just came across a couple of places online, but I'm against having a name. I really like it just being WFT. I like how it sounds. I want to be different. Be different. So, but of course, they want to probably just try to have something. They're keeping the colors because they have to.
Yeah, you got to keep the colors.
You change the colors. I will fight. I will fight somebody. I really would physically harm somebody if they're thinking about changing burgundy and gold. So it's like someone like, yeah, well, this Oriole thing looked better if it was, I don't know, turquoise. You know, no. Yeah, I would fight. So. Yeah, but I came across. I saw it in a couple places. I don't see ESPN having it, but supposedly that's what's going on.
I like watching the football team now. I'm with you. I think they should just keep it.
Keep the name. Yeah. Why? The thing is, why? Like you're selling things with WFT on it. The fans are with it. You don't need a nickname. Why do you need to be called something? Besides the Washington football team, why do you need to be called the Red Wolves or the Viking Raiders? I don't know. I can't think of stuff. Or the Dragons. Or, you know what I mean? Like, what? You're the Washington football team. Done.
Yeah. Done. I'm looking at the article. I'm on CBSSports.com.
Yeah, that's who had it. Yeah. I think it's Bleacher Report.
And I'm looking at all the the name suggestions they have.
All 900 of them.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with the Washington football team now. So, yeah.
Keep it as it is.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
Right here, bro, I was just going to say, but I feel like they should just tell people what it is, though.
I don't know what the big deal is. I honestly don't care because I don't want it. I don't. I'm fine the way we are.
Yeah. Okay.
To me, I just like seeing Washington.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm with you. I think they should just leave it now.
And I swear, what they come up with probably suck.
Yeah.
It's probably something stupid, and I'm going to be angry anyway. After conducting it with, I don't know, what do they call those things? Search groups, and well, you know how when they try to find it. Yeah, exactly. Well, we sent this to 5 focus groups, and they all came back as this is the number one name to pick for our franchise going forward into the future. So as of blah, 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 we will be known as the Washington Tunas. I'm like, I would not be happy.
Oh, I can't wait to do the podcast that day.
Oh, my God. Oh, just WFT.
We should do a live reaction podcast.
I know, right?
Of
Hurt face with the breaking and unveiling of the new logo with like a new mascot. Something dumb.
Oh, man.
Not going to be happy, but it is what it is. All right. So we've on the wing for it for the past couple of days. I know Dan's been talking about. So let's get to it. Your reaction and our coverage, our full court coverage of episode 5 of Loki. Dan is right now at his computer with his fingers ready.
All right, so I went into this series not caring about Loki, but because it's Marvel, I gotta watch it. First 2 episodes, great, and ever since the ending of the second episode, it's just been okay. It hasn't been horrible. It's just been okay. Episode 3 to me was a dud. Episode 4 was good, but it wasn't great. And this episode started off really good and just fizzled at the end. And we even got an appearance from the Smoke Monster. So that was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, you can't beat the Smoke Monster. Yeah. Well, you can. But but Mr. Echo obviously could not enchant him enough. I mean, I thought he could have it. All you had to do is he needed help though. So Mr. Echo couldn't enchant the Smoke Monster by himself.
Yeah, I like it, but it's too much. I just feel like it's too much going on, man. Like it's so much going on in this show. Dan, I'm sorry, dude. Like I said in the text, this show is all over the place. It's all over the place. Like, okay, so on 2 episodes ago, and we get introduced to the Void, which is where time stops. Like, or it's just too much. It's too much. We have all these Lokis. We have Alligator Loki, which I'm still trying to figure out how the heck do we get an alligator version of Loki. Now, granted, Alligator Loki was great.
That dude's banging. I love that. I love Alligator Loki. He's like my favorite Loki, by the way.
Yeah, I think my favorite Loki was President Loki. Yo.
Dude, you want to talk about somebody who would be perfect at running for president? Would be that Loki. I mean, with the pins, and I mean, like Loki. Can you imagine Loki for president? Just
actually,
I can't.
I don't want to talk politics on here, but I think Loki already ran for president. What's he, the god of mischief or chaos? Yeah. Yeah,
mischief. Yeah, and chaos. But Tom Hiddleston has just done an amazing job.
Yeah.
And like I said, episode 3 was very slow.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a big fan of the dialogue. I wasn't a fan of Sylvie at all.
Yeah.
But she's grown on me a little bit more. I feel like she's getting more into her character.
Yeah.
But again, that was my biggest problem in episode 3. It was missing what's his name?
Mobius.
Yeah, thank you, Morbius. And I'm not the biggest Owen Wilson fan. But this made me like Owen Wilson and that character. Like I missed his dialogue with Loki. Like when they're together, and even like when in this episode when they like hugged, it was like I almost felt like, aw, like they're actually like he really respects him now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was pretty. Damn it!
What's going on?
I don't know. Just put the thing out. I think I'm hitting it, then you're hitting it. Go back. Okay. Yeah. All right. Dan says, I feel like the writing is really good.
I agree.
Feels like the movie. Feels like this is leading us to the next phase of Marvel. All about time and the motif.
I agree with all that.
Oh, by the way, Dan just watched Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. Or what is it called?
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. He just watched it.
Okay. Dan, what were your thoughts on Into the
Whereas WandaVision and by the way, it's Captain America now. So you need to call him by his right name.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Okay.
Anyway, it should be FTWS, not FAWS. It looks like FATWS. Just FTWS.
And it's technically the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, well, it's technically Captain America.
Yeah.
They should have said CA maybe instead of FA. Anywho.
Oh, Jaden said he liked the end credit scene too. What up?
What, episode 4?
Episode 4. I didn't see any end credit scene on episode
Was there one episode 5? Yeah, I had to. I fell asleep right after, as soon as it went off. So,
okay. But getting back to what Dan was saying,
yeah, go ahead.
I agree. The writing has been good. I feel like these. Oh wait a minute, hold on. You enjoyed Spider-Man Multi? Okay, all right,
good. Even though he owns the movie, he hasn't watched it for like since he got it. But at least he finally watched it.
Don't worry, we'll be talking about that movie really soon because I put it up. It's very high on my list.
Yeah, and speaking of being high, I mean, look at all the characters high behind your head. So they're all there.
Exactly.
Spider-Gwen is back there. So
yeah,
But going back to Loki, it's every, and this is what I say. It's almost like Black Widow. Oh no, we ain't watched. No, actually, you know what? I haven't watched Black Widow. I know you have. By the way, Jaden, are you back yet? Where are you?
Yeah, he's back.
He's back? Okay. I was like, wait, is this dude on his trip still? Like, what time is it over there? Like, he's in like alternate universe. Speaking of time travel, this dude's everywhere. What was I gonna say? But nah, I'm going to watch WandaVision sometime this week. So,
Black Widow.
Black Widow. WandaVision.
Okay. Yeah, we could talk about that one. I have some opinions on that movie. Has Dan seen it yet?
No, he hasn't seen it yet.
Okay.
So he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna go see it or order it or wait for it.
Yeah.
But going back to Loki, it's all these 3 series are different. I like how they're just different and they affect people differently.
Yeah.
Like everybody has their different favorite ones, or even favorite episodes. WandaVision was extraordinary. This just the whole concept of, just how it started off, and they had a laugh track, and just how a guy started choking, she's trying to cook dinner, just whipping up stuff in the end. All that was great till we got all the stuff to the end, and all that stuff was good. And then, Falcon Winter Soldier starts, and dude's really just appeared. Basically, he was blipped. Remember, he was blipped.
Yeah.
Was sitting here falling in Endgame, comes back, can't get a loan. Oh, hey, you're the guy. Yeah, you have no income in the past 5 years. No income? I was like, how do you get, they're like, well, who pays you? Like, you don't get a salary? It's like, no, we get by on a grace of others. It's probably like Tony paying people to do stuff. I'm like, dang, yo, this is Falcon. Like, what if this dude turned into Robin Banks? Now what you gonna say?
Right.
I mean, come on now. So that one affected me more. I felt closely emotional and related to that series. And then Loki started, and I was always a fan of Loki anyway. And I really liked the series. But there's certain episodes in each one, in WandaVision, in Winter Soldier, where I was like, and Loki had that one where I was like, but they got past it, and they've gotten a little bit, to me, and there's only one episode left, but they got more back on track a little bit.
When did they get back on track?
For me?
Yeah.
They got back on track when they got off that stupid purple, just too much purple. Way too much purple on that planet. So once they got off there, I was happy. I was happy when Sithis came by and kept punching them in the face. So I was good when that was happening. I know we're getting towards the finale that may mean something as far as the Marvel Universe goes. There's still not a perfect. There's no perfect series. It's still not a perfect series. I just didn't like how certain things were set up. I'm kind of upset that, which is weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really would like for when you get zapped, for you to be zapped, like you're done. Not you go someplace else and you can be saved. You get what I'm saying? Like I was really thinking, because I was thinking you get zapped like that guy in line. Oh, he's toast. That dude's done. Like he's literally disintegrated. But you show up someplace else and 15 Loki show up to maybe save you.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah.
But I like that explanation for why. And we were saying there's so much matter. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You need a place to put it all. So
So it did make sense. I was just in my head. That's what I just because it made me when they pruned Morbius. I was like, it was just like this feeling. Oh my God, he's gone. Like. What? But then when, of course, Loki woke up and, Gator Loki and the other Lokis were there, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, that means as soon as I saw that, then I know Morbius is somewhere there too.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, they're eventually all find each other.
So my question to you is this. These timekeepers or time judges or whatever they're called, how do they get their temp pads stolen so easily? Like Sylvie just, took her pad and just pruned herself like it wasn't nothing. It seems, and Loki was able to do the same thing. It's just like, come on, man, you got these weapons where you can go to different timelines and stuff like that. Like, you can't keep a better eye on them. Like, why are they always getting taken from y'all?
I put it like this: it's like us with our credit cards. Listen, people lose theirs all the time. Wallets, keys. You think, hey, you're in a time universe. Maybe you can rewind it back and go back and get it. You know how they had a little device. I don't know, but they do need to keep them underneath a little bit more technologically sound security devices, maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Keep them in a pocket universe that only you can get to. I don't know.
All right. So I need to know some theories. Because they have a lot to wrap up. They have a lot to wrap up in 45 minutes. What are your theories? How's this thing going to end, man?
I honestly don't have any theories. I don't.
You have any theories as to who's running the show?
Yeah, because I haven't really listened to a lot of the things. I've been busy these past couple of weeks, so I haven't really listened to all the podcasts that I listen to when it comes to Loki. I just have a feeling that whatever they get to will have a continuation in the rest of the Marvel movie universe, like we'll have a follow-up somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can say is how I feel. Other than that, I just want to see Morbius on a jet ski. If I don't see that, I feel like that they did not end this properly. So what do you feel?
I don't know. I'm like you. I really try not, because I think I did this for WandaVision. I for the first 2, 3, 4 episodes, I was listening to the podcast. I was like, I'm not doing it, because even people who theorize, like a lot of people who do theories, are people that read the comic books and read the comics. And I don't know. I haven't read the comics, you know what I mean? Like I'm learning about a lot of this stuff just through the MCU. So I kind of stay away from like podcasts and stuff when it comes to theory. So I really don't know I really don't know what's going on. My biggest guess, and I hope this isn't the case. No, like maybe Loki is behind the whole thing. Like this is all Loki's creation or something. I don't know, but I hope
Like another Loki.
yeah, I hope that's not the case though. I really hope, but I really have any. I don't know any theories, man. I don't know who to tell. You know, no. Here's a theory. I think Miss Minutes is a lot bigger than we think. Like, I think she has a bigger role than we all think. Like, we see her as this cute little animated like guidance system or assistant, but I don't know, man. I'm starting to think Miss Minutes may have a significant role in like she's not there for just like comic relief or something.
By the way, she's awesome.
Yeah, I like Miss Minutes.
Kang the Conqueror.
I have no idea who that is. So
Kang the Conqueror is a time traveling being in the Marvel universe who does go between multiple streams of universes and stuff like that.
oh, well, that's
yeah. So supposedly maybe it's him, maybe it's not. I don't know. Because I go by when we first started with WandaVision, there was the whole it's Mephisto. And Mephisto, and I said from the beginning, there's no way, at least personally for me, they're going to add Mephisto to this yet. That's too dark. That's too of a demonic character, and Disney's not there yet.
Oh,
and I don't feel like they would add that. Like Dormammu is an interdimensional, pumpkin-looking something that you can kind of get away with, but Mephisto having someone looking like him on the theater, I don't think that they're ready for that sort of character. So I knew that Mephisto was not going to be it for Wanda. For Kang, they need a new bad guy to come about since Thanos is gone. So who's the next guy? Again, since there's no mutants as of yet, which again, I'll probably be 50. I'll be on my next birthday, it won't be mutants. On my next birthday after that, it won't be any mutants. So by what is this part 4 of the? What are we in? The Marvel universe, phase 4.
Phase 4.
All right, by phase, I don't know, 98, maybe the mutants eventually come in here. So by the time I'm 98, I'll finally get to see Wolverine and Mickey.
Yeah. Speaking of these Marvel phases, I think Black Panther 2 either just finished wrapping up or they just started shooting it.
I think they just started shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it wrapped up yet. I think they just started shooting.
Are you excited about Black Panther 2?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, that's my favorite one. And, and Ford without, which I'm glad in the What If series that's coming out, they do have Chadwick did get to.
Oh, he did? Oh, that is his voice.
Yeah, that is his voice.
Oh, okay.
So I will cherish that episode. Probably more than the others because we do get to hear him again as, Prince T'Challa. As the Black Panther. So yeah, I'm looking. That again, the first movie got me in my feelings. Just Chadwick in himself, and who he was and what he went through, and just everything that happens just in life with me and everything. I just everything has something to do with that. I pay close attention to.
Yeah.
So it's I will look at Black Panther probably more than any other movie, and I will embrace it. So I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who's gonna, take over the reins. So
yeah, well, we all kind of know who does that, though.
We do.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's only one logical person, but that's just
okay.
I just want to know how they're going to explain how everything happens, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like what they're going to do. But yeah, for me, I already theorized who was going to get the mantle. So
okay, well, I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later because I'm curious to know your thoughts on that. Another question about Marvel in general. Do you think we're getting too much Marvel? we're gonna get 4 shows. We still had a What If series coming out in August, which I can't wait for. We got 3 more Marvel movies coming out with Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, and the Eternals. We have Miss Marvel, another TV series coming out, I think, later this year. And I think She-Hulk is coming out after Miss Marvel. I don't know how soon, but do you think it's too much? Are we getting too much Marvel?
I don't. There's never too much Marvel. Only because what's weird to me, not weird to me, but what I find cool about the Marvel universe, it's different than say Transformers, where it's all one encompassing universe, and it's all basically the same people working for or against each other. Whereas Marvel is in different places at different times, and the 10 projects in 2021. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
And there's different, like I said, there's different characters for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Marvel. Like, you can literally pick and choose who you like. And I think between me, you, and Dan, we could come up with a top 5 of 15 different people that we like. Oh, that's my favorite guy, or that person is my favorite person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's funny too, because between the 3 of us, my favorite is WandaVision. I think Dan's favorite is Loki, and yours is Falcon.
Yeah. So, yeah, because of how real it was. Like,
yeah.
Like, when something gets real like that for me, I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, I still watch Civil War was on the other night, and just the look on Tony's face, you know, seeing what happened to his parents is still, I still feel that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then looking at Cass, it's like, did you know? And Cass was just like, did you know? And it was just like, and it's just that whole thing still gets me, man.
Yeah.
Like Zemo was just like, yep, I did what I did, and yeah, look at Dan's like, yeah, Hawkeye will break the tie. Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm not. You talking about something I'm not looking forward to.
Listen, you know, Wanda. I was always a fan of Wanda. Back in the comic book, so I always like Wanda. The thing about Falcon is they made me care about somebody I could care less about.
Right. And
again, Marvel's great at that. I was talking to Dan earlier about they made me care for a guy who could either get really small or turn into a giant, and I didn't care about that dude at all. It was like a backup Avenger.
Yeah.
And they made me care about Ant-Man and Wasp. Like, I really, like, that dude, like, that movie was a good movie, and I was still shocked by how good that movie is.
Yes.
I still remember the little train when it just falls off the thing because he's standing up. Like, it's just little thing. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. Marvel has a way of making me see people in different ways. Like, yeah, they're still heroes. They may not be Captain America or, you know, Iron Man level, but they're still heroes. They're just, you know, it's just when they all come together in the end of Endgame, it's still just wow. It's still a wow moment, you know, they are all heroes who do put their lives on the line, you know, for the citizens of, you know, the universe. So I begin to appreciate those things more. So that's why that series got to me. And I know Loki is a great series too. But that makes Marvel so good. I don't need to watch every single thing they put out, even though I probably will at some point or another. But there's still a series out there that I know I'm going to enjoy.
Yep.
You know, so if they miss out, if there's 8 out of 10 that I like, I'm only missing 2. Yep. And I bet you some other one is like those other 2 and maybe don't like the other 8. I don't know. Yep. So yeah, no, I have no issues. Like, to me, I look at them as just movies. So I know they're coming out and they're linked together, but if they're good movies and they make good movies,
yeah,
I'm fine with that. It's not like DC who makes terrible movies. Yeah. For some reason, but even though their comic book game and their cartoon are strong, their TV shows are good, their movie game is garbage. So yeah, if you tell me if the same year Batman's coming out with Wonder Woman and there's an Aquaman movie, I'm like, okay, that's too much. Because I know 2 out of 3 is gonna be terrible. So I don't even want anything to do with that. But it's not the way of Marvel. So yeah. So I love Marvel.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, going from Marvel to our movies, and this is fun, Hurt, because we're down to our 16 movies.
Yeah.
We ranked our top 50 movies. 14 movies we had the same. There's a clear omission from that list, which I still don't understand, but we'll talk about that.
Well, that we both left off?
Yeah, I still don't know how we still both didn't agree on A Christmas Story.
I had an issue bringing other, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but because it was on my list, but it wasn't on yours, and I don't understand that one. But anyway,
yes.
So today we're going to talk about, because like I said, we have 16. So 16 and 15 are our number one movies. Okay. And then starting from 14 on down, these were the movies we agreed with. So this is going to be fun. Coming in at 16, this is your favorite movie of all time, which when I saw your list, I didn't realize this was it. But The Godfather, Hurt.
This movie, we already did Godfather 2, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I just Al Pacino. I didn't even know we were doing this movie because I never remember anything. But just Al Pacino and Scorsese with oh God, what's his name? Vito Corleone, huh?
You had Marlon Brando.
Thank you, Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Sonny was in there. Sonny being
my man from Elf.
Yes, what's his name?
I can't.
James Caan. James Caan.
Yeah, James Caan. Yep.
They had actors in this movie, but just things like, just quotes from Made Him Offer He Can't Refuse. To what's that? I was sleeping with the fishes. Luca Brasi sleeping with the fishes. I mean, until this day, I didn't know it was Bazzini all along. And just when Sonny was murdered, and it's like, just the look on Marlon Brando's face was like, look what they did to my boy. They massacred my boy. I mean, just, Michael having to go to Italy after he killed the police captain and oh God, Bazzini. It's such a good movie. Just from the beginning, just from the start with the whole Godfather to the story to him getting shot and Fredo and Sonny and Michael and dude, again, this movie comes on, I'm just like I've never seen it before. I will watch it just to see if I see something different. So I love The Godfather. It is a classic and one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well, it's
timeless. It's a timeless movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's considered. I mean, if you were to rank movies, this is up there. This is certainly up there on people's favorite movies list. I've seen it once. I do want to watch it again because I do want to watch Godfather 1 and Godfather 2 again.
Yeah, that would be great. I don't know how you went from one to that other movie. And you didn't do one, you go 1, 2, done. 1, 2, done. That's it. 1, 2, done. So.
All right, man. So from your favorite movie to my favorite movie, this is no surprise. Talk about this movie all the time. And this is the movie that made me fall in love with movies. I love movies. I love, and this is the reason why, man. Back to the Future. I have clear memories, man, of my dad taking me and my sister and cousins to see this movie. And this was one, where I just remember being in the movie theater watching this movie was like, wow, what did I just watch? Like, this was freaking awesome. This movie is so cool. To me, this is the perfect movie. It was original. It has an awesome plot. And the coolest thing about Back to the Future is that the payoffs, it sets up things perfectly and it pays them off perfectly, man. My dream car is a DeLorean time machine. That's my dream car. It's sitting right over my shoulder there. Like, don't get me.
You don't have the Transformer one.
But it's crazy, like, no, I don't need like a Lamborghini. I don't need no Porsche. No, my dream car is a freaking 1981 DeLorean time machine. That's just it. I wish I could have one. But it's this movie that made me fall in love with movies. It's like, and that's why I love going to the movies, because I remember how this movie made me feel. Like I was just watching it in awe. Like, man, this is so freaking awesome. And man, I know just about everything about this movie. It's just perfect, man. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson. Good Lord, man. It's just so much good stuff. I'm currently watching something that came on Discovery Channel. I think it was Discovery Channel. And it was, they have this expedition series, like Expedition Atlantis or whatever, where they try to search for like Atlantis or whatever. But they actually did a 4-part, I just happened to come across this last week, a 4-part expedition, the Back to the Future DeLorean, where they're on a search to find the original like DeLorean that was in the movies and all this stuff. So I've been watching that. I still got to finish it. But anyway, I love this movie. It's always going to be my favorite movie. It's the perfect movie. Everything, plot, writing, originality, special effect, like all that. Dude, this is perfect. I love it. So
until you just showed that movie title, I had no idea who the director of this movie was.
Yeah, so the director of this movie is the director of our number one movie.
Yeah, I had no clue. I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
I really thought it was a Steven Spielberg thing.
Yeah.
But I think he produced it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't know. I was thrown aback by just looking at that because I had no idea.
Yep. And it's funny, my 2 favorite movies, because our favorite movie is number 2 on my list after Back to the Future, and they're both done by Robert Zemeckis. Yep. So
yeah, and that's our favorite movie. That's not maybe, obviously that's not my number one personal, but because we agreed on these movies and that was our highest agreement.
Yeah. Right.
That's where we got our number one movie from. But yeah, these are our personal number one movies that we didn't agree with each other on.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So now
we're getting into it now.
Yeah, so now these are the movies we agreed on. So this is actually cool, man.
We can both talk about these.
Yes. And this movie has such an impact for us as kids, man. I just remember the impact this movie had in culture and just what it meant so much. It meant a lot in so many different ways, man. Directed by the late great John Singleton. Coming in at number 14, Boys in the Hood, man.
Ricky!
Oh, dude.
I don't even have them.
Yeah, this was Ice Cube's debut film. We got Cuba Gooding Jr., Morris Chestnut, and this
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne.
Because of this movie is why at my job I got Chinese medicine balls.
Really?
Because I was like, I need to get those. And when I got older, I've been looking for some. I got some.
Oh, all right.
So I was like, just because of that movie, I'm like, maybe it might calm me down a little bit. And I was like, that is kind of soothing. Yeah. But I remember because he was supposed to go get revenge, get in the car. With Ice Cube, he's like, nah, I gotta get out. It's not, and he got out. Yeah. And his dad, but this also introduced, yes, a young Regina King, that's nice. But it also introduced Nia Long.
Dude, I was just about to say, yo.
Nia Long.
You have to get Nia Long, man.
Which is why a lot of people just became Boston Celtics fans. Because their head coach is dating Nia Long.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, dude. You should have seen it. It was crazy on Twitter. Like, dudes are like, oh, I'm changing teams now. Like, yo, we got root for the Celtics. Dude. He brings me into the games. Yeah, dude. It's, oh, my God. It was going everywhere, man. But, yeah, man, this movie, it's a powerful movie.
Yeah.
This is the first movie where 2 white people apologized to me because they didn't know how it was. Literally, Spring Valley. This came out in what, 92?
Boys in the Hood came
out
in 91, I believe.
91. So I was still in high school. So I was at Spring Valley movie theaters in Rockland County. I went to go see it with my cousin, and these ladies, I don't know how, maybe thought they were gonna see Terms of Endearment or I don't know. No, that was that way before, but I don't know. Oh gosh. One of those.
It was 91, by the way. It was 91. Yeah.
It was 91. Okay. So maybe it was fried green tomatoes. They just got to the wrong theater. So they just like, oh my God, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, okay. But it's just, you know, it's a surreal thing as not the first time, but I remember because he got stopped by the cop. He was harassed because that was a real thing. And even back then, that was 91, they showed it, you know, him being harassed. He had a tear in his eye. He was just upset. I mean,
yeah,
it was so much, you know what I'm saying? Just Ice Cube going, we got a problem here? We got a problem here? Like this turned Ice Cube into the movie star that we know today making family movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. But yeah, Boys in the Hood is classic, a classic.
Yeah, so Boys in the Hood on my list was 45. On your list, it was 46. So this was really weird. Out of all the movies we did, this was the closest movie we had ranked near each other.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just such an important movie, man. John Singleton, I believe this was his debut movie as well.
Yeah.
Directing it, and he did an awesome job. It was really powerful, man. It's like when you watch it, you're just like, nah, Ricky, man, nah, man. And when he's just walking down that, oh man, he had everything going for him, man.
He was just chilling, and I was like, and then that's when everybody started making fun, like, you got to zigzag,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, man. I haven't watched it in a while, but man, in the 90s, man, this was.
Oh, dude, when this was on, even that when, and you know, when that song comes on, just me and you, it just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, this was the first movie, man, like.
Just a 10.
Remember, like, people were going to the movies and getting into fights and all that stuff? Do you remember that? Yeah, like.
I read it in the newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, man. But no, it was so good, man. This is John Singleton's masterpiece, man.
Yes.
It will always be on my my top 50.
Yeah, thank you, John. It was a great movie, man.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Then last for the day, man. This is another one.
And another one.
Great performance. Another late great actor, unfortunately, but we're talking about Marvel, but this is a DC movie, not in the DCEU, but DC movie, man, that just, man, you talk about a great movie, man. The Joker, one of the greatest performances ever, Heath Ledger, and that is The Dark Knight, man. This, man.
Look at that. It came out July 18th.
No. Man, this is so good, man. His performance of the Joker just carries the movie, man. And he was like, you believe that Heath Ledger was the Joker, yo. Like, it was so good, man. So good. But yeah, you had Two-Face in this movie as well. That's a man.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through here, but no, man. This movie just really Heath Ledger's performance just really carries the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dark Knight trilogies was so good.
They were so good. Now, you know what the funny one is? Like the first one doesn't come on TV a lot. I haven't seen. I don't even know who's in that one, to be honest. And but this one and the one with Bane come on all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see Batman Begins, man.
No, I don't even remember what it was about. To be honest,
didn't have your boy Liam Neeson in it.
Oh yeah, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I kind of get that because in my head I have either why so serious, and then I have Batman. I just remember that scene, and it's a totally different movie. Back in the Batman, the last one, whatever. What was the last one with Bane in it? What was that one called?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises. He just has his pinky and was like, "Do you feel in charge now?" And this says his pinky on a dude's shoulder. And I'm like, dude, you ain't in charge, man. You ain't in charge, dude. Just be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But he was the inspiration for my favorite ever dress-up costume.
Yeah, that was tight.
When I had to make the whole Joker face. And, I've been watching Batman since I was a kid, back when there was the old Adam West Batman, when they had that on TV. That's why I fell in love with the Riddler.
Okay.
Frank Gorshin. And then he was just so, again, to make a pencil, you want to see a pencil disappear?
Yeah.
Just boom. He was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello, beautiful. He was so good. And unfortunately, it was his last role. Again, the only person that came close to being a good Joker was Joaquin Phoenix, who's a different version.
Yeah.
He was a little, even though this Joker was demented, he was a little way more demented due to everything that's happened to him.
Yeah.
But, dude, I can't. When I hear the Joker's voice, I hear this Joker.
Yeah, like it used to be when I thought
or the one on the cartoon, which is Mark Hamill's voice.
Oh, okay.
Like, I hear those two because I watch the cartoon a lot. And it's either Heath Ledger or Mark Hamill. That's all I hear. I don't even know Jack Nicholson played this guy. Like, it's just, I don't know any other Joker besides those.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, it used to be Jack Nicholson for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when Heath came along, dude, it's like that's the Joker. Like when I picture that character, that's it.
Yeah,
like,
certain
like, that's it.
Yeah. Same thing. I mean, like I give credit for what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, he did. It was dark.
His was dark.
But, yeah, and he did a great job turning into the crazy person he became, and I really did like that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
just want to make my one phone call. It was just. He was so good. It was just so good as a Joker.
Yeah, man.
That you can't, like I said, you cannot beat that. But I do like the dude who was who played Bane too.
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Tom Hardy. I was like Tom Holland, Tom, Cruise, Tom. I couldn't think of it. Tom Jerry. I could not think it was Tom Hardy, because now to me he's Bane, like that voice. Yeah. If you're like what's his name? Gosh, I'm drawing blanks on names. Morgan Freeman. His voice, no matter what he does, is just a voice that just transcends everything. Right. But if you have a character and you become that character and you do such a great job with it, your voice carries along to me as that character, and that's what Heath Ledger did.
So you mean to tell me you don't think of Venom when you think of Tom Hardy?
Because his voice Venom's voice is different than his.
Yeah, no, I know.
Did you even watch Venom?
I still have not seen Venom.
Okay, so that's not, you're not even on top of it. So
did I?
Huh? Did you watch it?
Should I see that movie? Should I see Venom?
Are you going to watch the second one when Carnage comes out?
I guess.
Well, you should watch the first one.
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll watch it.
So yeah, watch it. Have an open mind.
All right. Okay.
And watch it.
All right.
All right, because when the second one comes out, I gotta have an open mind because Carnage is my favorite Spider-Verse villain.
Okay.
So I'm hoping they get him right. So we'll see.
Okay.
But that was it. Listen, Heath Ledger, kudos. I'm glad this movie's on there because I every time it comes on, I have to watch it.
Yeah, man, it's great. I haven't seen it in a while, but I need to watch it because it's so good, man. That movie's so good. So good. Such a good movie.
So, all right, we got 12, 11, 10, and 9, right?
Yeah, man, we got 12. Yeah, we got 12.
We're getting down to the boogie.
Let me see. Oh, these are good. Oh, dude, this next batch.
So wait, so we did Titanic already then?
Yeah, because you didn't have Titanic on your
list. Yeah, never would I ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay. Because I swear we skipped it, but maybe I zoned out when we went through it. I probably zoned out. I think we zoned. I remember because I talked about Victor Newman, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's all that movie's good for.
Yeah, because see, Titanic is number 4 on my list.
Yeah, there was no way.
What? Oh, I missed what?
And he put in Mean Girls.
You know what? Mean Girls is hey, don't knock Mean Girls, man. That was number 24 on my list, man. That's a great movie, man. My girl Tina Fey wrote that movie, man.
Yeah, listen, I love Tina Fey. I really do.
Have you seen Mean Girls?
Yeah, no.
Okay, exactly. It's funny, man. It's funny.
Have you seen Godfather 2? There's a big difference here between Kevin. Have you seen Mean Girls, or Brian? Have you seen Godfather 2? Just say yeah. Why not waste the other? That's all I'm saying. Have you seen Mean Girls? The way you said it too was like, you see Mean Girls, bro? Bro, you see Mean Girls? Like, my bad, homie. You know what? I'll go check, y'all. See if it's on the man, yo. Just easy. Oh, all right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Anyway, MD podcast. What was that other one with gosh?
Legally Blonde?
Yes, thank you. Did it have another one? Was it Legally Blonde 2? Or?
Yeah, that was terrible.
What's the name of her character?
Elwood is the name of her character.
Okay, yeah. I think aren't they making another one or 3 or something? I heard.
I hope there's not a third one. The second one was awful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you know they gotta make a trilogy.
No, we don't need a Legally Blonde trilogy. Please, no.
You never know. Hey, there were 3 Back to the Futures, right?
Yeah. But that made sense. By the way, there is a Mean Girls has become a musical, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Which I plan to see next year when it comes to the Hippodrome. So, yeah.
On that note, we'll be ending the show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the podcast. Of course, we're here at StreamYard and YouTube. Please subscribe and like us. Leave comments about how much Brian loves Mean Girls. We're also on social media on Facebook, IG, and the Twitter. And you can find us on the audio version on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NYMD podcast. All right, everybody, stay mean, and I'll let you later. Have a good week. Mean Girls.